A question that I have been reflecting on is how does it feel being an author? And for me personally, I was recently talking to a really good friend of mine, and I was sharing him some thoughts of mine, and I was just telling him like I am very aware of the magnitude of it being an author, especially a published one. And I was just I was, and during our conversation, I was just sharing with him like I am very well aware of like the achievement and milestone it is to be an author, but it really hasn't like quite hit me yet. I really haven't had that moment like this is happening. I haven't had that moment yet. I just think there's like literally a lot of different things going on too as well. Like I've been off and on with my respiratory. My handicap van's been in the shop this entire for like literally a month, and we're getting it back today at the time of this recording, and it's literally going to go right back into the shop. I just think there's just like a lot kind of going on, so I really haven't had a moment to really like sit and reflect off of like everything, like how everything kind of came full circle. But where I'm going with this is during our conversation, I was like, I'm not oblivious, like the achievement this is. It's just for me personally, I try my best, in simple terminology, is I try my best not to focus on what it is that I do because I don't want to become big headed. I don't want to become arrogant. I don't want to become egotistic. Like that's just it's never and I never been like that. I just seen people, where you tell them you're proud of them or you tell them you're proud of them too much and they want that kind of validation, and they become egotistic. They become arrogant. And I just don't want to become like those individuals. For me personally, it's just not in my nature. But where I'm going to this is, like I just received an email where my book finally became available for iTunes and Google Play, which is it becoming available for ebook version for iOS and Android devices, which is huge. And when I got that email, I was just reflecting off of it, and it was like surreal of like actually how big this is, you know? And and then I just received another email like a few days afterwards that my author website just became available, which is another cool thing, right? And there's something else that's coming within the foreseen future as well, but I'll share that a little bit later. But it is really cool to be an author. Finally feel like it's different. Before people would ask me, you know, like, hey, what is it that you do? And I'd be like, oh, I'm a content creator. And like, oh, that's cool. Like what do you do? And, oh, I create YouTube videos, or I, have my own website, and, I'd share a little bit about what it is that I would do. And it'd be like when you're in and out the other. I can't really describe it unless you really experience what it is that I'm talking about, then you'll truly understand. But it would be like one year in and out the other, and then it would be on to the next. Like like nobody seemed to care. And but now it's different. Like now, I mean, I kind of been on lockdown, so I really haven't quite seen the transition yet, the difference. I've been on lockdown because my handicap van's been down for a minute. Um, but like now, when people ask like, "What is it that you do?" I can say like, "Oh, I'm an author," and it's different. You get a different response because you really don't hear that. You really don't hear those words often. I can say I'm a published author, which is even much different because anybody can, I don't want to say anybody, but almost anybody can become an author because of the ability that Amazon has made available. But to become a published author, like that's a little bit different of a different of a scale, you know? And like, how does it feel to be an author? Honestly, it's really, 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 really good. I don't like to wear my achievements just because I don't like to wear my losses as well. in a philosophical point of view is if you don't hear the applause, you cannot hear the boos. And that's how I like to live my life, where, I am very grateful, for the compliments I've heard. And I am also very mindful of who stayed quiet, especially those who I thought would say something, congratulate me or compliment me. I'm very aware of those individuals who stayed quiet, especially those who I thought would say something. Not that I needed it, it's just because of who they are. It's really, yeah. I really don't know the purpose of this video. It's just a question that I thought would be an interesting video. So it's very raw, honest, very different. But if you guys can take away anything from this video, is be mindful of your achievements. And you should be proud of your achievements, because only you know what it took for you, to get there, right? The heartaches, the losses, the sleepless nights, the frustrations that maybe came from it. There's so many trials and tribulations and tests and seasons that came, before you were able to finally see everything come full circle. You should be proud of it. But I don't want you to let your achievements get to your head, because the moment you let it get to your head, that's when your achievements start to become part of you. And you shouldn't let your achievements be part of you. What you should let be part of you is a character development that came to fruition, that transpired because of the seasons you had to endure and persevere through. That's what you should be most proud of, who you became because of your seasons, and not who you are because of your achievements. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This video is very, very different. And it's just different. I'm experimenting. I apologize if my neck is doing this a lot. Currently going through some things with my wheelchair as well. So I have to get my side rail adjusted and the artery apart. Long story, but the artery apart. So I'm leaning a lot more than usual. And plus I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I woke up slightly congested this morning. Nothing crazy, but I woke up slightly congested this morning, so it makes me even more fatigued. So I apologize my neck's doing this, but this video is different. It's something that I think would be a good video. And, my intention with all of my videos is for it to be worthy of some value to and for you, whether it's, in a big way or a small way. And, that's always my intention, is to provide value. It's not just to talk, but it's to provide value to in any shape or form that I can for you guys. But yeah, so this is my book. I actually have to update this now that I think about it. But this is my book. It's called Become the Victor, Turning Trials into Triumph. And it's my personal journey living with a progressive disability known as spinal muscular atrophy type 2. And I talk about, what it's like to navigate this kind of disability. I talk about grief when I lost my aunt and my grandmother, who were very, very special people in my life. I talk about depression when I had underwent a severe mental collapse. I talk about anxiety. I talk about surgeries, hospitalizations. I talk about so many different seasons within my life. But I not only share what it was that I had went through, but I literally documented what it was that I was doing to help me overcome and endure these seasons within my life. So I not only share what it was I was doing, but I also provide the tools that helped me overcome and get through these seasons. My main intention and my main focus was to help other people who are going through a similar path. I want you to know that it is possible to overcome and get through what it is you are going through. When I say my book is meant for anybody and everybody, it's meant for anybody and everybody. The only people that I wouldn't say that it would be for is, I would say, maybe like anyone below high school, just because sometimes too much wisdom and too much knowledge can ruin a person's youth, you know? So I'm mindful of that. But, if you are navigating a season, this book is definitely for you. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please like the video. Comment down below what it was that, what is something I said within this video that felt it was truly meant for you. Please let me know within the comments down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. We just reached 300 subscribers, and I am so incredibly thankful for you guys. When I reach 1,000 subscribers, I want to do some form of a giveaway. I don't think nothing too crazy, too big, but I definitely want to do something a little bit special. I don't know what. Maybe I'll... You know what? I think when I reach 1,000 subscribers, because it's more financially reasonable in my current position, to send out... Maybe I'll send out like 10 signed copies of my book. I think that'd be kind of cool. Send signed copies, autographed copies, in addition to maybe like writing a short, simple message for you guys. I think that'd be kind of special. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. And if I happen to forget about this when I reach 1,000 subscribers, please let me know, and maybe like take a clipping from this and tag me or something and be like, hey, you should do this kind of thing. It's just a random thought that kind of came to my mind at the spur of the moment. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And again, as always, remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.